Well, it was tougher than we wanted it to be, that's for sure. I give Kennesaw a lot of credit for that. I think they played well. I think they played with a lot of fight all night, made shots all night, and kept it within range. It was, we'd make a run, and they'd get right back in it, and we'd make a run, they'd get right back in it, or they'd make a run, and we'd extend it after that. It was a tough game, but I give our guys some credit. I'm proud of them for hanging with it and just showing some resiliency and getting a double-figure win at home.
Pretty decent lead in the first half, and then they kept making those mini runs in the second half. Talk about what the guys had to do to step up and stop their charge.
Well, I didn't think. Well, I know our defensive concentration and determination wasn't nearly as good as it's been, and I think we were ready to play. But there's just, there's such a fine line between, getting a stop or being determined to do your job and just being willing to play hard. And so that was the simple truth tonight. And we've got to strive to be better than that. Good programs, you rarely ever see fluctuations from game to game. They play one way. They play it all the time. It doesn't matter who they're playing, where they're playing, what their record is. It's just how they play. And we've got to get much closer to that than we are right now. Tonight's a great example of why we need to improve.
Played very well offensively, especially shooting from three-point range. And Aaron individually going back after some games of not shooting very
Right.
well. Talk about both the teams shooting and Aaron.
Well, we got good shots, and so when you get good shots, you're obviously more likely to make them. But you do have to still step up and do so. Joel finishes his exceptional night up against Gulf Coast with a 3-for-4 performance and really solid game. And then obviously Aaron, he's had three really I think he's 2 for his last 20 before today from 3, and so it's nice to see him bounce back. And I give him all the credit because it's come from putting in extra time in the gym. He's gotten, I'm going to say 600, 650 extra threes up in the last 2 days, and he's made a lot of them. And that's just very natural that when you put the time and effort in, you're going to shoot it with more confidence. And in this case, he got the results, and I hope he doesn't look back from here.
Also down in the post, it seemed Adam was really getting banged up down there, but he kept powering through in another quality game tonight. Talk about what he was able to do inside for you guys.
Yeah, I didn't know he had 19 for one, but because he's getting so much attention from defenses, and so it is nice to see him still get 13 shots, still shoot a nice percentage, and have a nice game production-wise. 4 turnovers isn't good, and those count. A lot of times you don't look at the negative something when you see that you have 19 points, but he's playing well. He's doing his job, and he's doing what our offense needs him to do. And we've talked a million times already about how that creates, opportunities for everybody else.
Now going into this last game of the regular season and then moving on towards the East tournament after that, talk about what the team needs to do to be in the right place final game in the tournament.
Yeah, well, we know that Saturday it's going to take our absolute best effort to win the game. Mercer's an exceptional team. They lost a really close game tonight to Gulf Coast, but before that they'd won 7, 8, 9 in a row or something, and by large margins, and they're playing really, really well. They're the best coached team in the league, in my opinion. And so it's a fun day for us, regardless of what it matters as far as standings and tournaments and that sort of thing goes. It's a great team on our floor. Last game of the regular season, last game ever in this gym for 4 seniors. And so I hope it'll be in a fun and exciting environment. And then obviously if we can, the truth is if we play hard and play well, then that'll carry over into next week whether we win or lose.